What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
And we are reviewing the second episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah!
Season 5.
Way better. What was it called? House of Black and White.
House of Black and White is the name of the episode. Yep. So, at the beginning of the episode, we finally see Arya, who arrives at Braavos.
Finally.
Finally, exactly. I was waiting for this in the first episode.
Yep, I thought we were watching Lord of the Rings for
Didn't
a second.
see it.
Because it looked like a scene straight
This episode was very pretty.
Yeah.
There was a lot of...
They took the budget they saved from the premiere and they fucking...
Yeah, I would think they would have shoveled it into the premiere to get like more people to watch.
Like, they got 8 million viewers, which is like a record for HBO.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like they need any help. Game of Thrones it's like got a cult following. It's like the Apple of TV.
Oh yeah.
Like people are gonna watch it no matter what.
Well,
was that a pun? Because the Apple Watch just came out?
If it was a terrible one.
You're a terrible pun.
Anyway, so Arya goes up to the door that she believes that Jaqen H'ghar.
Yeah.
Jaqen
H'ghar. Jaqen H'ghar.
I completely butchered that name.
Jaqen principal.
Jaqen H'ghar.
Jaqen H'ghar.
Jaqen H'ghar.
Jaqen H'ghar.
Believes. And she knocks, and some
black dude.
Some black guy.
More like Black and H'ghar.
Just comes out.
Made up for it.
And just kind of like stares at her and said that there's no one here about this name.
Yeah.
Closes the door. So now she's like...
No, Jaqen H'ghar.
So now she's stuck in Braavos, basically.
Yeah. She just sits on the steps and recites all the people she wants to kill.
Yeah, she goes over her list.
That happens a lot in Newark, but they sit outside Penn Station.
and then she throws her coin away. Yeah. And then that's all we see from her at that point.
For a bit of the episode.
We see Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
This was one of the most interesting scenes.
They kind of just stumbled upon Littlefinger and Sansa by happenstance.
Yeah, they were just in the same inn.
Yeah, where every inn in high fantasy lore serves cheese and bread.
And ale. So,
continuity.
And ale. So, yeah. We see that,
Ale. This episode is sponsored by Wawa.
So, Brienne of Tarth runs into Littlefinger and...
We got our first sponsor.
Littlefinger and Sansa, who she's supposed to protect Sansa.
Annie Stark.
Yeah.
She's like indebted to Lady Stark.
Well, Lady Stark told her that she wants her to bring her daughters back.
Yeah. So she's like on a mission, on like an
She failed with Arya.
Yeah.
So now she's looking for Sansa.
Yeah.
Finds Sansa. And Sansa is so like brainwashed by Baelish that she just doesn't... She refuses to go.
And black hair's not doing it for me. She needs to go back to red hair.
She does need to go back to
She got, like, significantly less attractive with black hair.
I mean, she's still hot. But
not really. I don't feel like
way more
red
hair with the red hair.
Yeah.
Man. So, then we see, I don't know, I just hate Littlefinger, too. I wish they...
Everybody's fucking shaggy as hell, and he's got, like, a really tight haircut that's tapered on the sides and like boxed, and his sideburns are trim. No tools can cut a haircut like that. So, bullshit Game of Thrones. I don't know why that bothered me so much. It looks like he just came out straight out of a barbershop.
He's got that nice fade going on.
Yeah, he's got a straight up fade on the side of his head. Because, swords can do that, or whatever they used to cut their hair back then.
So Brienne... she goes up to Sansa. I think I went over this right.
Yeah, she's like, I want to help you, and Sansa's like, nah.
So then...
I'm paraphrasing.
Then I don't really get this part.
Yeah, she walks out, and then Littlefinger's bodyguards say something to her, and then she just throws elbows and sprints out of the inn, smashes all the horse restraints, and rides off. Like for seemingly no reason. I don't know.
I think she even stabs a horse at one point.
No, she didn't stab a horse. She stabbed a dude.
Well, then she stabbed a dude later. But
No, she chopped the horse.
Yeah, she chopped the thing, and then I think she was running, hit a horse in the neck, and then got on her horse. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
PETA would be pretty mad.
So So and then they
like have this
kill people. Fuck it. They kill that horse.
They have this like Endor type chase scene in the woods, but instead of speeder bikes, it's horses.
Yeah, and then she kills like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I don't really get that part. But
yeah.
whatever. All
sure.
right, it was cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of stabby, good action stuff, which it was needed and that was lacking in the first episode.
Yeah.
So they kind of piled on a little bit of it here. They're like, shit, we need an unneeded action sequence.
We'll see. I guess where that goes. Yeah. Like what's gonna happen?
Because I've always wanted to see Ellen DeGeneres kill people, and this is the closest thing we get.
Hey, Brienne Tarth is pretty badass.
I thought you were gonna say attractive.
No.
You know she like DJs with Hodor in real life?
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like Hodor is a legitimate like club DJ.
And with Brienne of Tarth?
Yeah.
They take the 2 ugliest people on the show and make them
well, I mean, you have to hit play on a keyboard. You don't have to fucking look good. Like DJ Hodor. I wonder if he's just got like a button that's just like, oh, Hodor. Like just like a DJ button that just says Hodor.
But no, she's pretty badass. She killed the hound.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I love it. She's got a very awesome. She's very loyal.
And she just kicks ass.
Yeah, and strong. Nothing like strong woman. They made her. I think they added that part in just because Hillary Clinton started running for president. Because she kind of looks like a Jack Hillary Clinton.
She does look like a Jack Hillary Clinton.
I wanted her to stab her and then stab the dude who falls off his horse, and she's like Hillary 2016, and then just sheaths her big ass sword.
All right, so then we get a scene between Jaime and
Bronn.
Cersei.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
Yeah, not Bronn yet. Jaime and Cersei. So they
Cersei's flipping out about
because she wants her daughter back because of everything that happened.
You could tell Jaime's kind of like, oh man, she's nuts.
Yeah,
like
he's just doing it just to like.
It's like I fucked my crazy sister,
just to get her off his back, kind of.
Yeah.
So now he's going to
Dorne
to
get
the daughter and bring her back.
Yeah.
On like a covert mission.
Yeah.
And he seeks out the help of Bronn to do so.
Who's doing like the most scumbag thing? He's with this like ugly chick who's like he thought was an heir to a castle.
Yeah. But she's not.
And then he's
he's
like, this is going to be a great place to live. And she's like, well, we're not going to live here. Once mother dies, my sister's getting the castle and she hates me. And then he's just like, well, things have a way of coming around to people that deserve it. So he was gonna kill the sister to get the castle.
Yeah.
So then Jaime's like, oh, come help me. He's like, why should I help you? He's like, well, I can get you a better looking girl and a much bigger castle. Bronn was like, see ya. Like, gone. Like, I don't need this ugly girl in her wimpy castle.
Yeah. So now Bronn and everyone loves
getting
Bronn.
that Lannister money.
How can you not like Bronn?
Yeah. I like Jaime.
Everyone
he's way better than he was.
Yeah, but I don't know.
What's that hand left? He's pretty cool. And did he voice? I don't know. This is another tangent. Did he voice Prince Charming in Shrek?
I don't know. They look alike.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm gonna look it up, and hopefully I'm right. And if I'm right, it'll be like Scott's right.
I don't think so.
They look exactly.
They look alike.
Yeah. All right.
Who knows?
I'll do some research.
Shrek's also a cartoon.
Shrek 1 and 2 hold a really big piece in my heart.
So there's that story. So now we're having Jaime and Bronn go down to Dorne.
Yeah, as far south as south goes, is what he said. So I don't know where they're going. Going to Miami or whatever.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah, right. That would be such a weird turn. They just get off a boat. They're in Miami, like modern day Miami.
Flash over to the other side of the known world, and we're going to Essos.
Yeah, this is actually cool.
And we have Dario,
and
who's Daenerys's
bodyguard booty call.
He's going out.
Bodyguard.
He's basically hunting the Sons of Harpy, looking for the.
Yeah, and he's with Grey Worm.
No, he was with Grey Worm. He was with Grey Worm.
And they go into the house. The Grey Worm's like, "No one hear me. Leave now." And then he's like, "All right, you haven't been afraid in a really long time, so you don't know the intricacies of hiding." And he just like stabs a wall, gives it one of these. Gah! It's off camera, but there's a knife on there. And some dude's like hiding in the drywall.
Yeah.
Like how would he get in there? Nobody knows.
And he just kind of falls out.
And he turns out to be a son of the Harpy.
So then they're set to put him on trial.
Yeah.
And Daenerys is like former slaves want him
dead,
executed. Daenerys is like, we can't do this. You know, he's gonna stand trial.
Well, at first she's conflicted, and then the old guy,
Yeah,
he's like
her older advisor.
Yeah, he's like, your father did the same thing. He killed merciless amounts of people, and you're not your father. And so she was like, all right, he'll stand trial.
And then he probably would have gotten executed anyway because he killed someone.
And then in the eyes of everybody, she'd be like, oh, she's a fair queen.
Yeah.
Awesome. So is she contemplating the decision when Drogon comes and visits her? Or is that after?
No, that's after. So she's gonna set him up on trial, but then one of the former slaves, I believe his name is Masato?
Burp. Yep.
Something like that. He goes, finds the guy.
Takes it on himself.
And just takes it on himself to kill him. And kills him.
And he was like, oh, look what I did. What do they call her, Mesa? Misa.
Misa, which means mother.
Yeah, I know that only because I was expecting, like, everybody's like, Misa, and then they pan over and it's Jar Jar Binks, and he's like, Misa, Jar Jar Binks, and then they keep panning over.
So, they think...
I wanted that so bad.
So, he thinks that she's going to be, like, proud of him and, like...
Sweat like a orange.
He thinks that she's going to be, like, proud of him and be like, you know, like, yes. But instead, she's like, this man was set to stand trial. Like this, his life is not yours to take.
Yeah.
And he gives her, like... his whole sob story and whatever.
But then she doesn't put him on trial. Like, she just...
Well, because he already disobeyed the law.
It.
He already, broke the law, basically.
He confessed.
He didn't need a trial. Yeah, he basically confessed and said, I killed this man. So, Daenerys brings him out in front of the entire community and executes him in front of everyone.
And all the slaves started hissing at her.
Yeah, all the slaves start hissing at her and throwing rocks at her and shit. And ex-slaves. Yeah. I mean, this isn't looking good for her now. Because now it's all the people that supported her are not supporting her. And she still has the Sons of Harpy who want her dead too.
Yep. So now everybody wants her dead. Instead of just one small group of people in her entire city wants you dead.
Yeah.
Good job, Sarah Connor.
So... I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but then she's like really brooding and contemplating her decision. And then Drogon, her big dragon, comes and visits her, kind of sniffs her hand, and he's just like, nope, you don't have enough badges to train me. And he flies off. At a scene straight out of Desolation of Smaug.
I was thinking the dragon might like bite her hand off or something. Yeah. Like I was like,
there's too many handless people on the show already.
But no, it didn't happen. So.
Yeah, and then he flies off over the town. Looks like Lake Town. I was expecting like that Ed Sheeran Hobbit song to play. Like Bilbo pops up, what have we done? And then flies off. It was straight out of The Hobbit. That goes to show you the production quality of Game of Thrones, though. It's
yes. Yeah, it was really, really good.
HBO budget and a 10-episode season will get you some realistic looking
dragons. And those 8 million views is just going to bring a more bigger budget.
All right, we're like right up there, though. We're like Game of Thrones views and then our views. Right there.
Yeah, we're right there.
Right there.
So, yeah, I mean, it was good.
It was far better. Far better than last week. It kind of relieved my worries about the show.
And then, well, we still have another story. Up at the wall.
Oh, yeah, holy shit.
We got a lot of stuff happened this episode.
Yeah, and this is my favorite part of the episode. I can't believe I forgot it.
Up at the wall.
It's all those drugs.
Also, all right, so before that, side note, Cersei holds a meeting with, all her... she's addressing, who the king is going to be as, the Lord of Coin and, and all that.
But she's basically delegating the jobs to people who aren't going to be good at it. She's, sabotaging her own court.
Yes and no. But she's delegates the Lord of War,
I stand myself a little. But basically and that's her uncle, and he's like the king can tell me you shouldn't tell. So he's basically calling her out on ruling. Yeah. When she's in no point to rule. Yeah. And then he walks out on the meeting and she tries to threaten him and he's like, fuck you. And just leaves. He's like, you're the queen mother and nothing else. And just walks out. Because he's like, she's hiding the king because she knows he can't handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's like, if you're going to if the king wants me to do this, he'll ask me himself.
Yeah. And I just hate Cersei. Just kill her already. Yeah. She's another one.
I don't think they're going to kill her for a while.
I know. Because she's a
good point of corruption.
Yeah.
So now...
All right, so
gone.
Anyway,
now
that quick point is away.
The coolest part of the episode.
Back to the wall. So we have Stannis who asked Jon Snow.
He's like, kneel before me, and you'll arise as Stark.
Jon Stark, and you'll be Lord of Winterfell.
Yeah. Oh man, he should do it.
But Jon Snow, we all know Jon Snow. He's got way too much pride. He's not gonna do that. So what happens? So instead,
they're
he
like
says,
voting for. Oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna.
Well, he tells Sam, and Sam's like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you." He's like, "I'm gonna decline."
refuse him.
So then they're voting for who the next Night's Watch commander is gonna be.
And the guy that's like the favorite hates Jon Snow because he hates his bravery. And Stannis was like, I don't punish bravery, I reward it. So he's trying to like really sweeten the deal.
Yeah.
So it goes off. It's like
they have him. Yeah. Then they have this like really really old guy
who's been there a million years.
Yeah, that they just kind of throw in that like no one really knows who he is.
He's the Green Party of this.
The Green Tea Party.
Yeah. The Green Tea Party. Yeah, the bunch of hippies.
So they.
Hey man, why don't we just all relax?
They throw him in.
The Green Tea Party.
and then Sam puts Jon Snow up.
Yeah, and he gives like one hell of a speech. I clapped.
Yeah.
At the end of it, it got me.
So
Sam is so cool. Like, even though he shares the name with a character he shares similar traits with in Samwise in Lord of the Rings.
He's very Samish.
Yes.
So,
Sandwich? He's eating too many.
He's eating too many sandwiches.
Guy.
He's like, my name's in them. So Sam puts...
He has his retarded wildling girlfriend making sandwiches all day. She's trying to read.
They're perfect for each other. Yeah. So he puts him up for vote for commander.
Yeah.
And the vote comes to a tie.
Go figure.
And then the old
blind guy,
he puts his vote in. Like he could have just been like, well, I hope this is the right one. Puts it in for Jon Snow.
Yeah, it's like, yay, Jon Snow. He's like, wait a minute.
And Jon Snow is now the commander of the Night's Watch,
which is so awesome.
Sweet.
Yes,
like, I'm down with that. That's
cool.
More
More Jon Snow in a powerful role.
And that's basically the entire episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good. I liked it.
That was great. I liked it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good on you, Game of Thrones. You're finally becoming a good show. I'm kidding.
So who knows what we'll see next week? We got a lot of, season just started. We got 8 episodes left. I dig the 10-episode seasons, though, not these 20-episode Flash.
Even 13 on Daredevil was a little longer.
It wasn't bad.
I think these, as a consumer-driven country, I'm going to get on a soapbox right now. As a consumer-driven country, we always want more, which is not necessarily a good thing. Look at Flash, Arrow, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 22 episodes. That's 22 hours, roughly. Let's say 20 hours of straight content. That's watching a 20-hour movie. Yeah. You know how hard it would be to make a 20-hour movie and make it good? Even 13 episodes with Daredevil, as we review it later, it gets a little long in the tooth. And then picked because in the middle they don't know really what they want to do. 10 episodes is great. 8 episodes would be even better. You don't
first season of Walking Dead, 6 episodes.
Yeah, you don't have to stretch the budget. You know Frank Darabont did the first 2 seasons
of
Walking Dead?
Yes, I did. The first season. He left after season 1.
He did parts of 2.
He was like involved with parts of 2, but he left after season 1.
And that's why season 3 and on was a little skeptical. But season 1, great.
But anyway, I did that Game of Thrones is still doing that. So I can't wait to see where it goes. It's gonna be good. Check out all of our other reviews. Yep. Check out our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review, our Flash review, and our Arrow review. They're gonna be out later in the week though, so they'll be out Saturday. Because Game of Thrones starts Sunday, starts the week. So check back with us then. And if not, if you're just a Game of Thrones person, check our next Game of Thrones review.
Yeah. Or check out the previous one.
Yeah.
Which 101 of you already did as of this afternoon.
And we'll see you on the other videos.